I want to talk about the Colts and the Titans. So I guess I'm going to talk about over not just these two teams, but I'm going to talk about overall the AFC South because this was rough. Not for these two teams, but in just general, I think the Colts dominating another game, playing to this level again, 3 weeks in a row. Daniel Jones still looking the best he's ever looked. I mean, I was watching the game. He was getting knocked around the pocket, scrambling out, making plays, making throws. They have probably going to be the leading rusher of the year in Jonathan Taylor. And this defense is playing crazy too. I have to say they've had an easier start to the season than most. Them getting a pretty good week 1 victory against the Dolphins, which we think the Dolphins are bad. They then squeaked out a win against the Broncos with a boneheaded play by one of the Broncos special teams players. And then this week they play a Titans team that, like I said, once again, I'm not going to judge Cam Ward yet. He clearly can play. How good will he be? I'm not sure. There's just not enough pieces around him with that defense or with that offense. I think no matter how well coached that defense is and no matter how much progression we're seeing from Ward, we're not, like I said, he can play. We don't know to what level, and we're not going to find that out until he gets deeper into the season. We got to see the whole season play out. I mean, Tennessee could win like 3 or 4 games, and I think they would be happy even with a top 5 pick, because then they can go grab an established piece to that team, another elite player hopefully to put around Cam Ward or even put on that defensive side. So I don't think they're worried about this season, but it does probably solidly put them in the 4th place of the division. Now, add on to that, the Colts have some real momentum. And now they have a divisional win. I think the biggest thing right now is the Texans, who I think were primed to win this division. Their offense is terrible. CJ Stroud has no confidence. He's lost his confidence. And no matter how good that defense is, there's nothing he can do about it. There is nothing that is going there. I don't think that's just a simple fix. I think this offensive line is horrid. The receivers outside of Nico Collins aren't good or aren't being able to be used. The run game is reliant on Nick Chubb, who I like Nick Chubb, but he's not who he was 3-4 years ago. He's not the same guy. So he can't, being that consistent every down back, is just not realistic, and it's not going to propel this Texans team to some wins. I mean, they're starting 0-3. And they lost to the Jags, and I think the Jags were trying to give away the game too. I mean, the whole time I watched the Jags and Texans, it felt like who didn't want to win. It was, if I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the season the Colts end up winning this division and making the playoffs. I would have been shocked before the season to say this. Not shocked now. I think the Colts are playing the best football out of that division, and I think I don't see them winning a playoff game, but I definitely see them making the playoffs. So